Tom and Haley ditched the car for one of their IMF vehicles.
Suddenly, this tiny little Fiat 500 comes out of nowhere.
We built this Fiat 500 so that it would be faster.
You could barely control the car. It was treacherous.
The Fiat, that was wild.
Some would even say the car is possessed. I don't think we could have made a sequence that was more difficult to shoot if I had gone out of my way to do it. It has really amazing results. It would be impossible without this crew and an actor like Tom.
Looks like we lost them.
It's really amazing to be here. We took a lot to be able to film here during that time period. Amazing what the country did, what Rome did, what Venice did, and to be able to finally be here at this moment where we're sharing it with everyone it's quite a privilege. There's plenty of excitement, plenty of action, and very vivid characters, and a global cinema experience for audiences that really need to be seen on the big screen. You know, I know there's other ways to see it, but this film was really made from top to bottom, from every single location, from the characters, from the scale of the film, the mix that we have, the music in the film. It is an immersive experience for an audience.
From genre to tone, to the characters' arcs, to the visual spectacle of it. It's a film that we haven't seen anything of this nature ever before. It pushes the envelope technologically. Everything, you know, we're doing in this movie is all for the sake of delighting the audience, and I think it will delight, it will excite. You'll wake up the next morning with an emotional hangover from it. Make sure you sleep well and you're hydrated.
Whenever I get the call to make these films, or I see Tom again, I know that I'm going to have an adventure. I don't know what adventure the shape it's going to take, but I know it's going to be incredible. And as you know, this one was like that times a million. It was crazy.
This is going to be tough to top. It's the biggest action movie of all time. It really is. And I'm so thrilled to be a part. I'm excited for the fans. They have no idea what they're in for. I mean, this stunt alone is going to blow their minds. You see this Fiat right behind me? This is the stunt that Tom and Haley do down these steps. This is why we're doing the premiere here.
Oh, just because they believe in that's what, filmmaking is. And I think they want to take the audience on an adventure. And when you have that in mind, you have to go, okay, it's not just for us, it's for everybody. So how can we make people feel immersed in almost as if they're on that motorbike, almost as if they're jumping off that cliff themselves. And then you feel it with them rather than sort of watching someone do something impressive. And I think that's the power.
Not that I was surprised, but he's the biggest movie star in the world. So I was surprised in the fact, somewhat surprised that he has so much time for everyone. You know what I mean? It's genuine. You can't be the way he is if it's not genuine. You know what I mean? There's no way to keep that kind of energy up that he gives everybody everybody his time. You know what I mean? So he brings all of us here together. You know what I mean? It's as good as it gets. I was so taken with a humongous set-piece action-packed film that the acting wasn't sacrificed. You know, the characters and story are all there. You know what I mean? That's why I think they get better and better with each one.
Oh my God, it was a dream come true. It was one of my dreams to be part of Mission Impossible. And actually I started training, learning martial arts and fight training and stunts years ago with a martial artist called Jason Noviello. And I would even write in my schedule, in my phone, sometimes I would write Mission Impossible instead of training to kind of like manifesting. And here we are. I saw the movie 2 days ago. I was just blown away. For a few minutes after I watched the movie, I couldn't even talk. I was just processing the movie. I can't wait to watch it again with an audience.
I heard he doesn't like green screen at all. So when I heard that, especially after being on Top Gun, I knew that he wants to do everything practical. I was like, okay, that means I'll have to do some stunts. Okay, let me get ready, start stretching. They always want to outdo themselves. And when I joined on to the franchise, I asked, how are you going to top it? And they said, well, we wouldn't do it if we couldn't. And I think we did. So watch it. I want want you to watch it in the theaters, the biggest screen possible, with an audience, go on a ride, go on a global adventure like we did, take the journey with us. You will not be disappointed.
McCoy is a genius, and also Tom, and their complicity together makes these things happen. And for me, this is the best franchising ever, and they're making it wonderful. This is an action movie, like packed of action and stunts, but it's also a movie that carries the emotion of the characters and the art. So they really take care of every character in the movie, and that's very important for the audience to recognize themselves in some of them.
They're going to be surprised at how a story can be twisted again and again. How many surprises, how shocking it can be, and how funny. There's so many moments in there that I unexpected humor, but good humor. Like,
they're so much fun. It's an absolute thrill ride. As an actor, you never know what to expect because it's Mission Impossible. Anything can happen, and it usually does. What audience are going to love most about Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is it's the biggest, most amazing film in the franchise. They've, again, to my surprise, gone above and beyond. They've exceeded my expectations, and hopefully for all the fans around the world, they'll have their minds blown just as we all have. So
it's like the Beatles. Everyone is slightly different, and everyone's fantastic, truly. And they get better, and they get better. It's hard to believe after Fallout, but this one is even more extraordinary in its grip on you. Yeah, truly. Sure, I was gobsmacked when I saw it, and I was I was there when we put the ingredients together. But when it came out of the oven, I was like, oh, yeah, beautiful, fantastic.
It all starts with character and story. You as much as the stunts are there and as big as they get, it doesn't mean anything if you're not invested in the characters and the story, and that's what we keep going back to again and again with them. When in doubt, character. I couldn't begin to pick a favorite one. I mean, they're all different, they're all unique, all challenging in their own way. There's a submarine sequence, a desert sequence. There is a car chase in Rome, a foot chase in Venice, and a massive train sequence in the third act of the movie. There's something for everybody. Seeing it on the biggest screen possible, and really having a shared experience with an audience. That's really what we're all about. That's what we're trying to preserve.
None of our lives can matter more than this mission.
I don't accept that.